right. We're getting ready to jump in for the Monday Mindset Movement. Here we go. Yes. Yes, yes. Let's jump on in. Let's start with our Monday affirmation. It says, today is my best day. Today I will win. Yeah, today I fully embrace my God-given gifts and I courageously step on my fears. Today I operate without hesitation. And today I make an impact. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, listen, really quick. We were on a cruise ship and I was the last one on my team. And the other team had about 6 players left. One of them threw the ball and I bumped it away with the ball in my hand. Then all of a sudden, all 6 of the other players went to the backside of their court and they huddled for what seemed like 50 minutes, but it was more like 10 seconds. Then I could see them all break the huddle and run to different areas of the court. Uh-oh. What was happening? We'll answer that in a moment, but first, hey y'all, welcome to the show. I'm Robert Kennedy III, RK3. That's me, the Monday Mindset Movement, 15 to 30 minutes of motivation, elevation, and inspiration designed to get you thinking, blinking, rocking and rolling through your week. Thank y'all for showing up on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitch, on Facebook. I'm glad that you're here. Do me a favor, if you want to get down with the Monday Mindset crew, go to MondayMindsetMovement.com, or to know when we're live, text live to 240-557-8679. All right, come get some inspiration, motivation, value bombs, and more. Let's see who's in the space. Don Kirk, Danny Lewis, so glad that you're here. Where y'all tuning in from? If you are here from Maryland, go ahead and type where you're from. North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, where you're from. I know you're dealing with a little bit right now, but put it in the chat. Let's see where you are. Let's see where you are. All right, good deal. Okay, India. Okay, we got Canada. All right, good deal. So glad that y'all are here. Let's get into it this morning. Let's start the show. Bam, let's do it.
Get motivated, elevated, and accelerated. It's your time to jump out of your comfort zone and reach higher. It's time to get up and go. Grab your cup of grit and your daily dose of resilience. It's time for the Monday Mindset Movement with your host, Robert Kennedy III, RK3. It's time.
Yes, let's go. Hey, Stephanie Jones. Good to see you from Michigan. All right, live from New York. D tuning in. Kamal Alexander, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. All right, Don Kirk is coming in from Florida. Excellent. So glad that y'all are here. Let's do this thing this morning. Come on, my friends. Come on, my friends. Yeah, let's go. All right, let's go. Let's get in here. Let's get into this. Glad y'all are joining the movement. Do me a favor, put your comments in the chat for me. Let me know where you're coming in from so I can shout you out. How do you start your week? With a sigh, or are you riding high? That's why this show exists. We want to get you pumped up for the week. So before we jump in, I want to share something special. If you're looking for a space to supercharge your business growth using public speaking, storytelling, we are launching soon the Story to Sales Mastermind. It's about learning how you can leverage your voice and amplify what you're already building and doing it with others. If you want to learn more, go to storytosalesmastermind.com to fill out our interest form and you'll get information shortly. We're actually starting up this month, so get ready to rock and roll with us. We're here at the new time. And I hope you're fired up because champions arise at dawn. Monday Mindset. Let's dive in. All right. TL Speaks. Good morning from Omaha, Nebraska. So glad that you're here. So I started out telling you this story. I was on the cruise ship and I was there by myself on my side of the court. We were playing dodgeball. They had this dodgeball tournament on the cruise ship, and all the rest of my team had gotten out. It was just me, and there were about 6 people on the other team. All right, so there I am, all alone, on my side of the dodgeball court, and the group breaks their huddle, right? They go to they throw a ball, and I knock away their ball with the ball that's in my hand. But there are 6 of them and 1 of me. So all of a sudden I see them run to the back of their court and they huddle. Seems like 50 minutes, but it was really 10 seconds. So as they break their huddle, I see them spreading out and going to all of these different areas of the court. So I run back as far on my side of the court as I can. And as I get to the back, it seems like there are 500 dodgeballs coming in my direction. Listen, I ducked, I jumped, I skipped, I hopped, I rolled. I did everything I could to get out of the way. And then I did the one thing that you shouldn't do in dodgeball. I ducked and I looked away. As soon as I did that, after that initial wave of dodgeballs, I turned and I felt oof right in my stomach. I got caught, y'all. I got caught. And life sometimes feels like that, right? You're with a team, but after a while, the team is picked off and they go off and deal with their own stuff. And then everything is coming at you and you alone, right? Everything is coming at you. You're trying to deal with all of this stuff, distractions. How do you deal with distractions? And we all have them. I had a conversation with my wife yesterday. My wife and I are at this new season, this new stage in life where we've got 2 kids in college and 1 child at home. And my son was in his room and he's there a lot. And so I asked my wife, I said, do you remember what it was like to be a teenager? Did you spend a lot of time in your room? And she said, yeah, I spent a lot of time in my room. Yeah, I was on the phone talking to my friends and listening to the radio, right? This was, I don't know, 90s, something like that, right? She said I was listening to the radio, talking to my friends, and I came out to watch TV. And then I thought about myself and I reflected and I realized that I also spent a lot of time in my room. Introvert Robert spent a lot of time, introvert teenage Robert spent a lot of time in my room reading, building things, putting together train sets, those types of things. But here's the deal. Here's the difference. Now our kids have phones and an entire library of distraction. And I wish that I could blame it on just the kids. It's not just the kids. It's us. Sometimes I sit in front of my computer to work on something, and before I know it, come on, say me if you've experienced this. Before I know it, 30 minutes have gone by and I haven't gotten to the project yet. Right? Type ouch or me. I see you, Gamal. Gamal says ouch. Right? 30 minutes have gone by and I haven't gotten to the project yet. Checking out a new app. Oh yeah, I found this new app yesterday called My Mind. All right, I'm distracted. All right. I saw an article about a game that I want to read later. And so I open up 3 tabs intending to come back to them, right? This just happened to me as I was preparing for the show. I'm writing a line in my notes or my outline for the show. And I remembered, oh, there's this thing on LinkedIn that I wanted to remember to do. So I paused for a second and did that, right? That happens to a lot of us. That happens to most of us. We get distracted, and being distracted or looking at something else or focusing or paying attention to something else is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's never ending. It's something's always coming at us. Here's what I'm learning. As much as we want to, it's impossible to focus on everything at once. I'll say that again for those in the gallery. As much as we want to, it's impossible to focus on everything at once. I want you to try something for a second. I want you to just be aware for a moment. Just focus in really quickly, be aware. And then notice, you're looking at your screen right now. You're looking at Robert. You're looking at me. Notice that there's something to your right in your peripheral vision. Can you focus on it while you're looking at me? Or is it blurry? Yeah. Okay. It's a little bit blurry. All right. Try it. Try this with your left side. Can you try it on your left side? Can you focus on what's there? Is there something, even if you were to put your hand like this and still look it forward at me, are you able to focus? Are your hands in focus or are they blurry? You see, the only way to bring focus to that hand is by turning and looking at that thing. By turning and looking at your hand. And here's the thing, our brains and our bodies are built for focus. Our brains and our bodies are built for focus. We are machines that are essentially built to function with maximum effectiveness. The issue is that we choose to turn our heads or allow our heads to be turned, right? So many different things grab our attention, or we allow things to grab our attention. And when we repeat that behavior, it becomes easier to repeat. The more I scroll, the more I turn my head. The more tabs I have, the more I turn my head. The more stuff I have, the more I turn my head. The more things I have on my to-do list, the more I turn my head. Cal Newport, in his book, you're going to like this, Gamal, Deep Work, he talks about a study by Clifford Nass, and he says, once your brain has become accustomed to on-demand distraction, it's hard to shake the addiction even when you want to concentrate. To put this more concretely, he says, if every moment of potential boredom in your life, let's say having to wait 5 minutes in line or sit alone in a restaurant until a friend arrives, if every moment of potential boredom in your life is relieved with a quick glance at your smartphone, then your brain has likely been rewired for distraction or head turning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If every moment of our life that has the potential for boredom is filled with a digital placebo, then our brains are becoming rewired for distraction. And I'm not telling you to get rid of all your stuff or stop doing things. Instead, I'm asking this question. Is your action traction or a distraction? Is what you're doing moving you forward or moving you away or slowing your progress? Let me say that another way. In 2014, David Brooks wrote an article in the New York Times about the art of focus. And in that article, he wrote that the issue that we have isn't multitasking. The issue that we have isn't having too much information on our devices or reading the news too much. Instead, he said that winning the war for attention is not about saying no to the trivial distractions on the information smorgasbord. It's about saying yes to something that arouses a terrifying longing and allowing that longing to crowd out everything else. He is saying that we're distracted because we have not found something that we believe in so deeply that it causes us to focus. Using Instagram, using TikTok, scrolling, multitasking, those are the side effects. So the ultimate question is, we're searching for something. We're searching for a focus. Where is your search leading you? Are you on an intentional journey to find out how you can be the most useful in this world? Because that usefulness is purpose, right? And once we have that, the distractions become irrelevant. I know each of us has had a moment. You've had a feeling where you've been so deeply engrossed in something that you enjoy, something that you're doing, and the time just seems to fly by. Notice that when you're in that thing, your distractions become irrelevant. The issue for most of us is that we see negative behavior in our lives and we try to stop the behavior. We delete the Facebook app, or we say, I'm going to go on a social media fast, or we say, I'm going to change my diet. We try to stop the behavior, but it's nearly impossible to stop something and not have something else fill its place. The question is, will that thing that fills the space of what you're trying to stop be another negative thing? Or will we instead replace procrastination with purpose? We do homework every week. This week, I'm going to give you a little bit more to do on your own. I want you just to go to Google. I just want you to go to a search engine and look up these terms: personal vision statement generator. I'm not going to send you to a specific site. There are a lot of different things out there. There are a lot of different sites out there. I want you to look up personal vision statement generator. What is your vision for your life? What is your purpose? What is your main purpose? And I posit that all of us have the same purpose, and that purpose is to make a difference in the life of at least one person while we're here. How we do that differs. So, what is your personal vision statement generator? What is your personal vision? So I want you to look up a personal vision statement generator. And then once you find it, I want you to start building one. Build a starting point. Build a personal vision statement. As a matter of fact, let's start in the chat right now. In the chat, what change do you hope to make in the world? Go ahead and put that in the chat. You might not be 100% clear on it, but what comes to mind right now? What change do you hope to make in the world? You're like, Robert, you're asking me to put a lot of stuff in the chat. That's a lot of typing. All right. 1, 2, or 3 words. What change do you hope to make in the world? Go ahead and put it in the chat. I want to shout out some of them. Right? Spending some time with yourself to unlock this is important. Understanding your vision, your personal vision, is critical because it sharpens your focus and brings intention to your action. What change do you hope to make? Right? Stephanie says, continue to grow my community. I love it. I love it. Mine? What's mine? I want to figure out, and I'm working through this every day. I want to figure out how to help people create greater connection through courage and confidence in their stories. Yeah. Dr. Lorenda says, I always want to help someone in their grieving of anything. Yeah, I love that. I love that. What is the change that you want to make in this world? What's your personal vision? TL Speak says, I want to help others identify their superpower. I love it. I love it. These are great. I love them. Yeah. What is your personal vision? What change do you hope to make? What is the purpose in your life? What is the item, the element, the desire, the focus that will draw attention from your distraction? That's all for this week, everybody. To know when we're live next, text live to 240-557-8679, and I'll text you the live link. That's right. LIVE to 240-557-8679, and I'll get you that link. Do me a favor. If you found value in today, send the link of this session to somebody else. Share it with somebody. Share it with somebody. Because here's the deal. As we find value in our lives, if we truly are embracing our purpose, our job then becomes to share that value with somebody else. So if you found value today, if today awakened something in you, if today caused you to reflect, if this message, if this morning caused you to set off into your week with something fantastic ahead of you, or with a renewed focus, share this with somebody so that they can get the same thing. Point it out to them. Tell them, hey, you need to hear this message today. Remember to check out the Storytelling and Selling podcast. If you want to know when that is live, text podcast to 240-557-8679. Also, if you're a real estate pro or small business owner, you want to learn more about how to grow your business through public speaking, then get locked into the Story to Sales Mastermind. Head on over to storytosalesmastermind.com. Share your interest and we'll send you the info. I want to end today with this. Cal Newport in Deep Work says, your goal is not to stick to a given schedule at all costs. It's instead to maintain at all times a thoughtful say in what you're doing with your time going forward. Yeah. TL says that time went fast. Yeah, it's Monday. And we want to shift your mindset to a place of growth. It doesn't just start and stop on Monday. We want to encourage you to take your Monday mindset into tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Be curious. Make a choice. Move. Start a movement. Be a movement. Join me next week, Monday at 7 a.m. on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch for the next Monday Mindset Movement. Until then, be amazing, my friends. Be amazing, y'all. Bam. See ya.